Hello, everyone. This is Suzanne Knabe-Nicole from Police Science Doctor with your weekly dose of police science snippets. Police Science Doctor's mission is to bring research findings in evidence-based policing, criminology, forensic psychology, investigative psychology, policing, analysis, law enforcement, intelligence, into the realm of the practitioner who doesn't usually have access to any of the research. And I don't mean research in a boring sense. I mean research in the sense of actually what can help me make my job, do my job better, what can help me prevent crime, what can help me deal with crime, what can help me investigate crime. So all really interesting stuff. So I try to be this conduit between the research and the practice. And one of the ways in which I do this is by basically looking for snippets, 3 snippets each week in recently published research findings, literature in the fields that I've just mentioned, and I send them out straight into the inbox of everyone who's on the Police Science Doctor email list, which is free to join, by the way. If you're not already on it, just Google Police Science, go to Police Science Doctor, enter your details into the form that pops up, or you'll find it at the bottom of every page. You will then get all these emails every week with the snippets and the original research link, the link to the original research or the article straight into your inbox. You can build up a library of the PDFs that you get because you get access to the read page of the Police Science Doctor website, and all the previous snippets are there, 136 weeks worth now. So the first snippet for this week is about grit and criminality. Grit has been defined as the passion for and perseverance towards especially long-term goals. I definitely have a lot of grit. Higher levels of grit are associated with decreased odds of both first-time arrest and re-arrest. Now, this is obviously something that is useful for crime prevention. How can we increase grit in people? How can we increase grit in young people? How can police maybe get involved with other organizations, youth centers, probation, educational establishments, to try and develop grit in young people, because it prevents them from getting into trouble. The second snippet is about masculinity and mental health in police. So this is in police officers. This study explored the relationship between masculinity contest cultures, MCCs, and well-being outcomes. Results suggest that masculinity contest cultures could be damaging to well-being through adverse effects on work-life balance, stress, psychological well-being, and PTSD symptoms. So these are all I take it, these are things like, I'm a tough guy, I can do this, I can handle it. I don't need to talk to anyone, I don't need to shrink, I don't need this, I don't need debriefing. I'm fine, this I'm fine thing. That's part of the masculinity culture, really, really damaging for health, which means that it deteriorates your performance, it deteriorates your quality as an officer, and it's not good. These relationships are amplified for female officers, suggesting that masculinity contest cultures are more connected to diminished well-being for females who are working in these kind of cultures. So very, very bad for the police all around. And what's bad for the police is bad for the communities that they're trying to serve. And the last snippet for this week is about demeanor and traffic stop leniency. Whilst females are more likely to get away with a warning rather than a fine than males, and some research has found that Black and Hispanic drivers are less likely to get away with a warning than whites, it has been found that demeanor, which is the behavior of citizens during interactions with police officers that indicates the degree of deference or respect they give to the involved officers, has the largest impact on the probability of receiving leniency. So whenever we do research into which gender or which skin color managed to get away with a warning, are we just looking at the skin color or the gender? Are we also looking at how they were interacting with the officers? And I think in the previous research, we probably haven't been doing that. Would be an interesting thing to test. And this particular research, very interesting, finds that actually the way you behave, the way you come across has the most predictive factor, no matter what gender or skin color you are or have. So these are the snippets for this week. As you know, there's not going to be something necessarily that's of interest or relevance to your particular role every week. However, as I said, if you subscribe to the email list, you've got access to all the previous snippets, and you can try and look for something that's relevant to you there. And if you didn't find anything this week, then hopefully you'll find something next week. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.